New ChatGPT update destroys NotebookLM. You've been using the wrong tool for learning, and no one told you. Every week, you're spending more time rereading the same notes, watching the same explanations over and over, still confused, still not getting it. That stops today, because ChatGPT just dropped something that changes how you actually learn, and if you're still only using NotebookLM for that, you're leaving a lot on the table. Stay until the end, because I'm going to break down exactly what's new, how it compares to NotebookLM, and which one you should actually be using for what. Hey, I'm Christina, your AI educator. I make videos like this to help you learn AI tools faster so you can use them smarter in your work and study. Let's get into it. What ChatGPT just dropped. On March 10th, 2026, OpenAI rolled out interactive visual learning inside ChatGPT. This is not just a new coat of paint. This is a completely different way of interacting with concepts. Here's how it works. You ask ChatGPT something like, "What is the Pythagorean theorem?" or "How does exponential decay work?" And instead of just getting a text answer, ChatGPT now shows you a live, interactive visual module. You can adjust variables, you can move sliders, you can manipulate the formula, and you watch in real time how the graph changes, how the outcome changes, how the relationship between numbers actually works. You're not just reading about it anymore, you're playing with it. It covers over 70 math and science topics right now. Things like Ohm's law, Charles's law, compound interest, Coulomb's law, the ideal gas law, and a whole lot more. And OpenAI has said they plan to expand it to more subjects over time. So this is just the beginning. The other thing worth knowing, this is free. Every logged-in ChatGPT user gets it. You don't need Plus, you don't need Pro, you just need to be signed in. Darker, why this matters more than you think. Here's something most people don't know. Every single week, 140 million people use ChatGPT to help them understand math and science. That's a massive portion of learners globally already treating ChatGPT like a tutor. And a Gallup survey found that more than half of American adults say they struggle with math. Half. This update is directly aimed at that problem. Before this, ChatGPT already had study mode, which guides you through problems step by step instead of just handing you the answer. It also had quiz tools built in to help you test your knowledge. This new interactive visual layer builds on all of that. A high school math teacher who was part of the early testing said what stood out was how strongly the feature pushed conceptual understanding, not just what the answer is, but why it works, how the pieces connect. That's the kind of learning that actually sticks. The fact that OpenAI pushed this to every free user tells you something about where they're taking this product. They're building ChatGPT into an actual educational platform, not just a chatbot that answers questions, but a tutor that helps you learn. So where does NotebookLM fit in? Now let's talk about the elephant in the room, because a lot of people use NotebookLM for learning, and the question I keep seeing everywhere is, does this ChatGPT update make NotebookLM irrelevant? Short answer, no, but the longer answer is more interesting. NotebookLM is Google's AI research tool. You upload your own documents, PDFs, Google Docs, YouTube links, web pages, and it builds a knowledge base from those specific sources. When you ask it a question, it only pulls from what you gave it. It sticks to your source material and gives you citations so you can check exactly where the answer came from. That's a meaningful difference from ChatGPT, which pulls from its general training data. A peer-reviewed academic study published in September 2025 tested both tools on the same document corpus and found ChatGPT produced hallucinations in 40% of queries, while NotebookLM came in at 13%. When accuracy to your source material matters, NotebookLM is measurably more reliable for document-based work. It also has the audio overview feature. It turns your documents into a podcast-style conversation between two AI hosts. A lot of people use this for processing dense content while commuting or exercising. But here's where NotebookLM falls short. It can't pull from its own general knowledge. It can't generate interactive visuals. It can't walk you through a concept in a personalized, adaptive way. It's strong at retrieving and summarizing content from documents you give it. It's not designed to teach you the way ChatGPT now can. When I first started using both of these tools, I kept switching between them without a real system. It felt like I was wasting time figuring out which one to open instead of just getting work done. That's when I found a community called AI Profit Boardroom. Over 2,000 members all learning AI together and sharing what actually works. It taught me which workflows save time versus which ones waste it. The community shares real use cases and practical implementations. If you're serious about using AI to improve your work and skills, check it out. Link in description. Here's the system I landed on. If I'm studying a concept I don't understand, like a physics formula, a math rule, a science principle, I go to ChatGPT. I let it teach me. I ask questions. I play with the interactive module. I use study mode if I want to be guided rather than just told the answer. If I've already gathered my source materials, research papers, course notes, a long report, a YouTube video I want to analyze, I go to NotebookLM. I upload everything and treat it as my personal research assistant. The citations keep me grounded in the actual source material. They're not competing, they're complementary. The mistake people make is trying to use one for everything instead of using each one for what it's actually good at. Darter, wrap up. So is this update a NotebookLM killer? No, but it does close a real gap that existed before. ChatGPT is now better at teaching. NotebookLM is still better at researching with your own documents. Know the difference, use both strategically, and you'll move faster than people still debating which one is best. If you want to dive deeper into AI tools and actually implement them in your work, I recommend AI Profit Boardroom. Over 2,000 people learning how to use AI effectively. Everyone shares real experiences. What's working? What's not? Which tools are worth your time? Which ones to skip? No hype, just solid information and practical guidance from people doing the work. It's helped me stay on top of updates and figure out how to actually apply them. Link in description if you want to check it out. And if you want the full process, SOPs, and 100 plus AI use cases like this one, join the AI Success Lab. Links in the comments and description. You'll get all the video notes from there, plus access to our community of 58,000 members who are crushing it with AI. If this video helped you, hit like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.